Well, yeah, I mean, sure, something happened. I mean, a little thing called the, let me digress for just a second.
Sure, sure.
We talked about over the course of the last couple of days in a number of different conversations I had, people were saying, well, never, never, never. I said, never's an awful long time. And every time I hear something's never going to happen, I just wait for it to happen. And I had heard, throughout my career, things like, GM will never fail, GM will never go bankrupt. Well, in 2008, in 2009, we found that to be a fallacy, right? What we found out is that they weren't too big to fail, and they were bailed out. I guess in a lot of ways, thankfully, because it salvaged the GM business in and of itself. I think there were a lot of things about it that I would have done differently,
Sure.
in hindsight. But as it impacted me and my family, we were in a position where, excuse me, we had already made a decision to sell our franchises back to General Motors, because at that point in time, if you recall, General Motors had gone through about a 5-year run where we were just continually seeing diminished sales, diminished profitability. Certainly in my franchise with Pontiac, we had GMC as well, which was fairly steady and a bit stronger than Pontiac, but it was a real struggle.
Sure.
Had a significant rent factor at the store that we were at. It was a major highway in suburban New Jersey. It's the Paramus, New Jersey, number 2 or 3 retail zip code in the country. So high priced real estate. And we had a deal with General Motors to buy the shingles back from us. We shut the doors December 1st. They went BK in February of 2009, and the rest is history. We ended up, literally upside down. I walked the earth like Kane from Kung Fu. The younger folks in the audience are not going to know who
What
that
a
is.
great show, man. Yeah.
Great show, right?
Yeah.
David Carradine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I walked the earth like having experiences for about 5 months, talking to myself. I was literally overdrawn in every single account that I had. Our house was in foreclosure. It was just a really difficult time, and it was kind of a WTF moment, to be completely honest with you, because we had no idea WTF happened. Okay.
Yeah.
And it gave me an opportunity, quite honestly, to reassess where I was and what I wanted to do with my life. And I knew when I walked in the back door of my house in May of 2009, literally in tears. I mean, I'm not ashamed to share this story because it's true, and it demonstrates the really human element of the impact of what that economy was like back then. I walked in the back door of my house with tears streaming down my cheeks because I was broke, and I was broken as a person. And I married the right woman. My wife, Mary, is the most incredible person in the world. I thank God for her every day. And she looked me in the eye and said, "What's wrong?" And I hadn't told her that we were in foreclosure on the house. I didn't know how to tell her because I had 2
Sure.
little babies in the house at that point. And I told her, and she said, "Well, you got to figure it out because you're a smart guy. You're just walking around in kind of paralysis mode. Go figure it out." And she literally kicked my rear end out the door. She said, "I believe in you." And I had not heard those 4 words inside the 6-inch space in between my ears in a long damn time. And I literally went and wrote the business plan for the business that I have today at a Starbucks in town. And it changed everything. It was both the best and worst thing that ever could have happened to me in my life, professionally and personally. And so we took that opportunity to just spin it on a dime and create a business out of thin air. And again, I thank God every single day that I get the chance to do this.